This is Raisa Russell, Thomas Thompson, and we're here to talk about the transitions framework and to put it to a real test, and that is, does it make sense to people who've lived the experience? So welcome to the Transitions 101, and thank you for agreeing to be with us. Now, William Bridges says the following. He says that every time a change occurs in our lives, that we go through a transition, which he says is a process of psychological, emotional adjustment to the change. It's sort of like if you fly to China from the United States, your body goes through jet lag, and so the inside of you has to catch up to the outside of you. Bridges said the same thing is true with change, and that is that the inside of us has to catch up with the outside of us. So let's try Bridges out on one of the most common experiences that young people face, and that is the breakup. Now, of course, this has probably never happened to the two of you, but you probably have some friends who've been through it, right? Yeah. So let's talk about what happens when he or she either walks out or says something and there's no going back. It's over. What are the feelings that start coming up for young people when that happens?
Resentment.
Anger.
Confusion.
Yeah.
Frustration, sad.
Abandonment.
Yeah.
So now here's what Bridges says. Bridges says those emotions are associated with endings, and that when we have a change occur, that we are going to go through endings, and those emotions are going to surface regardless of what the change is. To some degree, we're going to experience those emotions. Now there's another time in the breakup story when you're sitting there and you want to go back, but you can't go back. You don't feel like you can go forward. You're sort of stuck and you're wondering, am I ever going to have another relationship? And what are some of the feelings that come up in that situation?
Anxiety, wanting to go back, but knowing you need to go forward. Loneliness, confusion, a lot of confusion.
Pretty much.
Inside and out.
And Bridges says the neutral zone is a mixture, because he says it's because something familiar is taken away, there's the opportunity for growth and creativity. But there's also a desire to go back the way things work. Does that ring true?
Completely.
Yeah. Now, so then let's roll the movie forward. Now imagine the time when the first time that you met someone new and you came back and you call your friend and you're talking about the new person and you don't even bring up the old person. What are the feelings that are going on at that time?
Happiness.
Yeah?
I mean, it's like, you look back and you're like,
that
you're not thinking about it, basically. It's
nowhere on the radar.
Nowhere on the radar.
Basically.
There you go.
Why think about the old when you have something new in front of you?
Right.
All right. Now, Bridges says that's the new beginning. Mm-hmm. And so the Bridges sort of concept is that when change occurs, we have to go through the ending and then live through the neutral zone before we arrive at the new beginning. Now, the other thing that Bridges says is that this is not a linear process, that it's more of a back and forth. One day is good, the next day, whoops, I'm back in the old place again.